adversary, no evil occurring. My God, you knew everything that God told you in lightning speed, but not in this case. Not in this case. When the adversary of Benjamin and Judah heard that the children was building the temple, they wanted to build also, and because they was refused to build with them, the Bible said that the people of the land weakened the hand of Judah and troubled them, first of all, in building. Troubled them in building. Weakened their hand by telling them it was vain to attempt this type of project. They call them foolish builder, who will begin to build and don't know how they're going to finish, and cause them to be troubled and weaken their hand and trouble them in building. Now watch this. Judah also means praise. The word Judah means praise. A lot of folk, they're not glad for you. They want to steal your praise. They want to take your joy. And then when you're ready to make decisions, when you're ready to do something big for God, just when you're getting ready to make the decision, just when you're getting ready to step out on faith, because it is a demonic assignment by the devil with some people. There's some folk you ain't heard from them in 2 or 3 years. And as soon as you're ready to make a giant step, they call. And it's just like, I ain't heard from them in 3 years. Where did this come from? The devil. Y'all don't hear me here? It comes from the devil, and the devil tells them exactly when to call, to break your focus, to break your concentration, just to torment you. Put you on a guilt trip. Now watch this. Hire counselors to frustrate their purpose. Now to hire is to employ. Employed folks to be a frustrator. Some folk left a good job just to be a frustrator. Y'all don't get it here. Oh, look, watch this, watch this. Now, when you say hire counselors, you got to what? Some folk don't have the nerve to say what they want to say, so they hire counselors against you, little young rookies, to put them up to say what they say. So you got to watch the motive of the one that does the hiring. I got this one here for you tonight. My God. I would just love to see the resume of those that were hired to be frustrated. I would like to see their work history. Where have they worked? What other jobs have they had? Where did they come from? It just makes me, what's your job? I'm a frustrator. What do you do all day? Just frustrate folks. The Bible said in Romans 1 and verse number 3, in the last day men will be inventors of evil things. There's some folk that's not at church tonight studying on something to frustrate you and aggravate you on Sunday morning. Oh my God. You got some folk, my God, that, I call them fly members. My God, fly members. Just when you're getting ready to bite into that rib, that old fly. I'm frustrated you. Did y'all see when that fly, when Obama, he was speaking on a fly, a fly will get embarrassed. My God, you have all type of degrees, but when a fly comes, it just irritates you. You got some folks in the church, my God, that got a fly spirit when you see them on Sunday morning. Have you ever been laying in the bed sleeping good, and as soon as you're hitting that pillow, right old fly? fly. You got folk that have the same mentality of a fly. Oh, come on, talk back to me, somebody. My God, that gets on your nerve. And then when you look at the word frustrate, there's another word. The Bible speaks of vexation. Folk will vex you. The Bible says that they vex the righteousness of God. If folk can vex God, you might as well look out. Folk will vex you and get on your last nerve. And the purpose is the devil wants you to give up on your purpose. Look at somebody, tell them, don't give up on your purpose. Oh yes, don't you give up on your purpose, regardless of how the enemy send folk to aggravate you. And then you can always tell. You can always tell. See, some of you were better off until you got connected with some folks. And you had your plans together, you had your dreams intact, and as soon as you got involved with some folk, then your plans change, you get all confused. I can just about tell the members at St. John when they've been around the wrong folks. I can tell whose house they've been over. I can tell when they've been going to their relatives. I said, you better know something happened. Yeah, just left that. I know. Because the last time I talked to you, you was inspired, you was encouraged, you was ready to go on with God, but when you get around folk and they confuse you, that is the purpose. They want to frustrate your purpose. My God, they said, listen, I'll buy you a T-bone steak if you get on Bishop's nerve today. Matter of fact, I'll pay your rent if all this month you just aggravate and frustrate the sinner home. Oh, I wonder if I'm in the right house here tonight. Can I get a witness? When you lose your focus, you lose your focus. Now, when you focus, you got to adjust. You got to sit to get a clear picture. Because when you don't focus, then you get a double shot. You got a double picture, and when you double, you have doubt, and you doubt, you have double, because the Bible said a double-minded man, a double-minded man is unstable in some of his ways. All of his ways. All of his ways. Now watch this. When you're frustrated, you can make some crazy statements. You can say some crazy things when you get frustrated. David did. David said in Psalm 116 and verse number 10, David said, I believe, therefore I have spoken, but I was greatly afflicted. And David said in verse 11, I said in my haste, all men were lying. Yes. David got frustrated and said, all of them. All of them. Talk about, I'm talking about, now what's this? When Moses got frustrated, Moses got frustrated. The Lord said to Moses, I want you to speak to the rock. So the children of Israel can have water from the rock. Moses got frustrated with the children of Israel and said, what you think? I'm just going to give you the water out of the rock. God said to speak to the rock. He got so mad and smoked the rock. He said, drink you rebels. Drink you devils. He got mad. He not just the 10 commandments, but when God had gave him the commandment, wrote them with his own finger. And the Bible said when he was up in the mountain, then this assignment from God, when he came down the mountain and saw the people had corrupted themselves, this is not the sign of rejoicing that the devil have deceived these folks. The Bible said that Moses touched the table of stone. Frustrated, threw the table down. If you're not careful, the devil will have you throwing your Bible down. The devil will have you not believing what God said. Listen, Moses was so frustrated that Moses missed the promised land dealing with Afro-Americans. Oh, y'all don't hear me here. If you're not careful, folk will cause you to miss your promised land. Look at somebody and tell them, I'm not going to miss my promised land. Oh, God have promised it to you, but I'm not going to miss it. Can I get a witness here? The devil knows that he can't get some of y'all to backslide and go back in the world. So what the devil does is just frustrate you. you and get on your nerves. I would rather for somebody just go on and get a 30-30 and kill me than to just shoot me with little spitballs.